What's up guys, I hope you're having a great day. In this video we're looking at meta mentions. Of course we talked about meta mentions the other day, yesterday their mint was, and there's definitely a couple of things that we got to talk about. Also we're looking at the crypto gaming scene a little bit, what's going on in there. Obviously ApeCoin that is coming through and taking over straight away from the start. But first, meta mentions. We talked about it because we gave out multiple whitelist spots for this project built by a young team, right? Ambitious guys, very motivated to do big things. It's gonna be metaverse real estate type of project. This is gonna be, and they came up with a whole lot of promises, massive promises. That had a very high mint, 0.8 to 8. There were a couple of red flags that we were talking about, right? A couple of things that we addressed in the last video that we did on it, because it could go both ways. It could have gone the right way, it could have gone the wrong way, right? And looking at the floor price, you might think at first initially it's like, oh, that's okay, that's decent. After a 0.88 floor, it means that it is profitable if you mint it. Well, yes, it is right now, but there's a couple of things that have happened, so I'm definitely staying away from it. I'm not minting. I think it's very wrong and very bad what these guys are doing. So even if it's just morally, I won't get involved. Even if this floor does go to 2 3 Ethereum, whatever, I don't really care. I don't want to deal with projects that do stuff like this. I think it's morally wrong. So what happens, right? There were supposed to be 8,888 mentions. They stopped at 4,444. Why? Because there was not enough volume. People weren't minting, which makes sense at that price, right? I actually can't go into the Discord anymore. There were a couple of things I wanted to show you because I got kicked out of it. Some guy said something, I made a comment, and I instantly got kicked. In like 1.5 seconds, I got kicked out of it. There's FUD going on around the Discord and on their Twitter. People were saying bad things about it, and if you were looking at that Discord, it's very toxic, because as soon as people said something, people weren't allowed to share their opinion. And I can kind of like fucking people around a little bit, especially when they're being like that. So I got involved, and then I got kicked in 1.5. I only made one comment, I got kicked straight away. But people were saying, should we mint, yes or no? So it opened up phase one that people were minting. They were able to mint 18 NFTs, which is weird already, right? And there was no volume, nobody was minting, and nobody was buying a secondary either. Then this happened, all right? So the team started minting to create fake volume, and then the team started buying off on secondary market as well to create fake volume on OpenSea for people to believe and think that they can actually make money out of it, right? So we go to this as an example, right? The first buy was 3 Ethereum. People mint for 0.88 and they see people buying it for 2.5 to 3 Ethereum. You're instantly gonna think, oh my god, I need to get one of these because this is an awesome flip. I can make a lot of money here. But then you open up these wallets, and what you see is that the only thing that they've got here is the meta mentions of yesterday. Then you look up their address on Etherscan, and what you see is this, and this is just bullshit, right? This wallet was created 12 hours before the mint. It got deposited 15 Ethereum into it for just the meta mention mint. It then minted, it then bought off like on OpenSea. It started buying more and more just to create fake volume. This guy could have also just minted, but it didn't mint. Why not? Because it creates fake volume on OpenSea, right? Why wouldn't you pay less by minting it if you're that desperate to have some, right? This guy paid fucking 3 Ethereum for it. So this is the team, right? A lot of other people are talking about it in the Bored Ape community, in Neo Tokyo community. There's a whole lot of stuff going on around it. Unfortunately, not everybody is aware of these things and don't understand all of this. So then you look at the conversations that are happening, like the comments, people are still like hyped on it. So some people do say stuff like this. So some people are aware of what's happening, and then they make people aware of it, right? They got mentioned about being a scam on a whole lot of different pages, a whole lot of different websites. But some people are very hyped as well. I can't find it right now. But some of them are like very positive. Oh my god, you don't know what you're talking about. This project is awesome. We're doing so well. This is going to be great. La 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 la. I just got involved a little bit. Sorry to hear you minted. Oh, well, this is a good one. Sorry to hear you minted. and then people are like straight away attacking you because they're going defense. Um, I'm just having fun with these people. I don't really care. Like if they make money, I hope they make money out of it, right? I definitely do hope that it works out well for them. But the only one thing I can't stand is the people that are actually making the project and like trying to fool people, pretending like there's volume that there's not, just so that they can make people mint and make more money out of it. That's just morally so wrong. Same thing happened here. This was created, and then straight away after that, 20 Ethereum was put into it, and then they started buying off secondary market. Why the hell would you be one of the first to buy for such a price here on OpenSea? Doesn't make sense. And then you can be like, oh, people use burner wallets, people create new wallets for different mints and stuff like that. Yes, that's true, but not in this way. It doesn't work like that, right? That's just, it doesn't work like that. People aren't just gonna buy this money for being the first one off OpenSea without knowing what the average price roughly will be, without knowing what people will offer for it and whatever. Doesn't work like that. So that's just the team putting in sales so that other people are gonna think that there's actually volume there so that they can then buy. Even doing that, it didn't work out because they didn't sell out, right? Well, it did work out because they made a bunch of money on it because of the high mint price. But there's also statements that the actual mints itself were from the team, that they used like the keys money for it to mint. I don't have any factual proof of that. I can't find any of the like that it's true that they actually minted with their own wallets to pretend like people were minting when they weren't. But it wouldn't surprise me if that was actually the case. If they already do it on OpenSea, then they probably did the same thing here. Still, people weren't minting. It wasn't going on. There wasn't enough. So phase 1 had 18 mints. Phase 2 had 8 mints, which was me. And then I didn't mint. And then phase 3 had 2, I believe. So eventually they stopped halfway through because people weren't minting. And then they cut it in half. After that, though, floor price did really go up. So people were panic selling for a little while because the FUD was going on and people were complaining and people were like, oh, this is a scam and whatever. That's the period that went on in Discord when everybody got banned and all the messages got deleted and whatever. People were warning each other and they instantly got banned. So here you can see floor price drop below mint price very quick already because people wanted to get rid of it. They didn't want to lose 8 or 0.88 Ethereum. They obviously want to lose less. So they just sell it at a loss to kind of, prevent not too much money from losing, which was, I guess, for them unfortunate because as soon as they did announce that they were going to cut it in half, floor price actually went up again and now it's at 1.3. So yeah, you could have made 0.4 profit per mint. Well, I was able to mint 8. If I would have minted 8, I would have 2.5 Ethereum profit, roughly. Definitely worth it, right? And I probably think there's not a whole lot of activity going on now, but some people are buying here and there. I definitely do think that you can get rid of it and you can sell it for 1.3 roughly, right? So you can definitely earn money if you did mint it. But just the fact that they're doing stuff like that, that they're gonna do stuff like that more often down the line, and that they're just in this for themselves and not for other people. So even if floor does go up to 2, 3, 4 Ethereum, like this guy was saying here somewhere, like hey, I said like sorry you minted. I was just having fun a little bit, and then this guy is his one is deleted. He posted something like ridiculous. He went like all out. That's this guy. He went all out, and that's why I said, my God. But then he said, remember this tweet because we're going to revisit this in the near future. Hope you're ready for a big apology. Like, I'm fine for them making money. It's just that morally seeing this project is just full of shit. It got a bunch of red flags on it. They already said it before. In the last video, we went over a tweet from somebody that has dozens of points where one of them being the 888 Ethereum giveaway that they were supposed to do. They might lower that amount now since they didn't sell out. They might do like 444 Ethereum giveaway, which is somewhere. And then they say that those people are going to stay anonymous, right? All right, well, let's say that they minted, let's say 1,000 themselves or 2,000, right? Which I think I'm being generous already. I think it's more than that. And then secondary volume is from themselves too. So they put a lot of money into this themselves, and only maybe 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 people actually minted. Well, still you raise quite a lot of money at a 0.88 Ethereum mint. Then they're gonna do the 888 Ethereum giveaway where the people are going to be anonymous. Well, obviously that's just going to go into their own pocket. Again, then they're going to be like, oh, these people decided to be anonymous. So I think one person got 800 Ethereum and then they're doing like 11 of 8, something like that. I'm not sure, but I think it was something like that. Probably all the people that got 8, they're going to be out there, and then the person of 800, oh no, I want to be anonymous. Well, that's going to into their own pocket. So that they still made quite a lot of money, but they didn't actually make that much to then back up all the things that they said they were going to do. They've got such a long list of all the things that they said they were going to do, which they do definitely need the money for, but then they put a portion of the money in their own pocket, and they do this and then that. The actual money that's going towards the project to realize all their promises, not going to work out in my opinion. So yes, it might be true that this might go up a little bit because they have got quite a lot of famous people, influencers involved, and you know, it looks awesome and the potential is there and whatnot. So I'm just sad that they made these couple of choices, because if they didn't, I would have been very bullish and I would have definitely minted and I would have probably kept one or two and whatnot, but it didn't turn out that way, and I think that it's morally just very wrong what they're doing. So I won't be minting. Well, I didn't, and I won't be getting in either. Even if it goes to fucking 10, 20, 30 Ethereum, I wouldn't care. If projects like that make certain mistakes like that to fake things, I'm out. So for these people that did mint, I hope you make your money back, and I hope it's profitable for you. For the owners, I kind of hope it flops and turns out into nothing, to be honest. But you know, that's me. All right, next up. So now we know MetaMentions don't. I'm happy that we announced all of that, so we know kind of what's going on there. And then next up is, of course, crypto gaming scene. Everything is doing pretty well right now. Bitcoin is close to. I thought it was, but here we go. It is sitting at 42K right now. Ethereum is sitting right around the 3,000 again. I think it did hit it the day before, did it? No, it actually didn't. I thought it did, but it is sitting around 3K. It's probably going to push up again. Everything is in the green. Everything is positive, which is good. Terra has been holding very stable. We called this not long ago at 52, and it's holding very, very strong, stable here, right around the 91 after hitting an all-time high not too long ago. But then we look at the crypto gaming scene, and this is where all the fun and magic happens. Of course, ApeCoin, $14, which is insane. And this is the exact reason why everything is in the green. There's so much money floating into NFTs and coins right now, because there's so much extra cash available, liquid available, that everything is going up. Bored Ape back up to the 100 plus. Mutant Ape, very stable, very strong, 23. Candle Club, I bought one of these after that. I got the money from the Mutant. Should have done it before because I had more coins, but you know, what are you gonna do? Candle Club, very strong, sitting at 8,000. I think I said it in the video yesterday, this is gonna be a very good play. It might slow down a little bit, might go down again, because everything, you know, it always goes like this, it never goes like that. But I think that this has a lot of room left for growth. How do you call that? Like the all-time high is 9.99, I believe, or 9.9. I think that this can definitely go towards the 15. Why? Is because there's only 9,600 of them, and there's 30,000 apes, and the utility there's only utility with these candle clubs when you have an ape. So eventually, when there's more things going to be announced, I believe that they will come with the staking later on. It's going to be a voting system. People can vote for whether they want the staking or not, but who wouldn't? All ape owners are obviously going to say yes. And at that time, everybody will want a candle club because they need it for the staking. That's my expectation at least, and it's probably going to be doing similar things with other things. Soon they will come up with their land sale, which they're going to raise 200 million for, so there's going to be a lot more money floating around in that scene again as well. Here you can see Azuki Floor went from 9 to 12. Clone went from 12, I think, to 15. Now this one is pushing up a lot right now. This one is got a lot of volume going on at the moment. I think CloneX is very, very good, awesome project. Then same goes for all other projects. everything is going up, and then same thing is happening here. Why? ApeCoin has, of course, broken the market. People with Bored Apes were able to claim tons of money, like 100K up to millions, depending on how many apes you got. People with Mutants got 20K to more, depending on when you claimed it and whether you get a Candle Club with it or not. I sold at $9. I got $18,500 for it, so I would have been able to sell for obviously quite a lot more, close to 30K. but you know, be happy with how much you got for it. I would be looking at a new entry point. I said it before, $7, what a good entry point. It did go below towards the 7 again, and then now it's sitting at 14. I don't see this slowing down. Maybe there'll be a correction, but it's probably gonna stay up there pretty strong. So it came through, kicked out of the way XE, kicked out of the way Sandbox, and now it's sitting here just below Decentraland on market cap, and I think it's gonna stay up there because there's so much to it, a lot of things happening. But you also straight away see that the whole market here is green. Everything is in the green, right? Everything is doing really well. Render token came through, I don't know where to, but I think that this is going to be a trend that we're going to see for a little while. I think that there's going to be an upward trend for Bored Ape Yacht Club up until the land sale. People will continue to FOMO in a little bit. I think that they have such a big influence in the NFT space and crypto gaming scene that there's going to be green everywhere for a little bit. And then it'll probably slow down again because this money that just suddenly came free is now floating into NFTs and floating into coins. And after that has kind of settled down again, I think that we'll see a bit of a correction because it's never going to continue like this. Kind of depends on Bitcoin and on Ethereum, which again, we never really know what Bitcoin is going to do. We can pretend like we do, but we don't. So it kind of depends if Bitcoin puts in another run, and that timing is perfect when the money of all the Bored Ape Yacht Club of the ApeCoin has been going to places, and then after that Bitcoin gets another run. Well, that definitely is going to push momentum, and if that's going to be the case, then we're going to see a massive big upward trend for a little bit longer, I think. But whether that's going to be the case, yes or no, we don't really know. So benefit from it while you can right now. I think that that's very important. Look at all the coins that you know you're interested in, Veracity being one of them for me. Krabada is, by the way, one that we might do a video on. Let's just quickly run into this. We might do a video on this soon. This is on the Avalanche chain. It's a play to earn game with a very good ecosystem. You're actually able to make money out of this, which is going very well. And you can see it coming through with 100 million market cap right now, which is awesome. So it's going very, very well. It's done that pretty quick too. Yeah, in 3 months. So this one is probably one to stay, probably one that's doing very well, probably one that we want to look out for a little bit longer. And there's a couple more, so keep your eye out for the upcoming videos because we're going to dive in a couple of more play to earn games that actually have a very good playable system, Krabada being one of them, and there's a couple others that I think are going to be worth the money, so that I think are going to be good to either play with, right, and make money, but also because they got such a good ecosystem, it can be a very good flip. So that's all, quick update for you guys for today. ApeCoin doing a lot of things right, and that's why the whole market is pushing upwards. And for me, MetaMentions a big fat no. I'm staying out, I'm staying away. Even if it does go up, I don't want to be involved with this project anymore. I'm sorry, Timberland. That's all I have for you guys. Quick update. Please, lastly, before we continue, if you could just hit the subscribe button and bell notification so you get updated on the next videos, I would appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.